Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to look up, way up, and really start to understand the hidden stories behind all those aircraft flying over our heads.
I mean, you've done it, right? You're outside, you hear that low rumble, you look up, and there's a plane streaking across the sky. But have you ever really thought about it? Where's it going? And more importantly, what's its job? Because trust me, every single one of those has a very specific mission.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. And by the time we're done here, you're going to be able to look up and basically decode the skies. You'll see a plane and know exactly what it's up to. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so every good flight needs a flight plan. Let's take a quick look at ours. We're going to jump into the different kinds of aircraft and what they do. Then we'll have a fun little pop quiz to see what's stuck. And finally, we'll wrap it all up. Sound good? Let's get this show on the road. All right, let's get to the heart of it. We're going to break down the 5 main types of aircraft you'll see out there, and each one is built for a totally different job. And first on our list is probably the one you're most familiar with. Yep, commercial airliners. These are the big guys, the ones that have completely changed how we travel and connect with the world. So, what's their main job? Simple. Moving people, lots of them, over really, really long distances. Sure, they carry some luggage and cargo in the belly, but their whole reason for being is to get you from point A to point B. They've basically shrunk the planet for us. Okay, so next up we have planes that can look a lot like airliners, but their passengers are, well, a little different. In fact, they don't carry people at all. Let's talk about cargo aircraft. Yeah, forget seats and snack carts. Inside these things, it's just a huge, cavernous space designed for one thing: stuff. We're talking about everything from the phone in your pocket to fresh flowers to life-saving medicine. These are basically giant flying warehouses, the absolute workhorses of the global economy. So let's just boil it down, right? Commercial airliners move people. Cargo aircraft move goods. It's kind of like the difference between a city bus and a massive semi-truck. Just, flying. It's a perfect example of taking a similar design and tweaking it for a completely different job. Okay, so we've talked about the giants, but what about all those smaller planes you see buzzing around? Well, that brings us to our next category: general aviation. Now, this is a huge category. It's kind of the everything else bucket. We're talking about private jets for business, those little two-seaters where pilots learn how to fly, and even planes people own just for the fun of it, for a weekend joyride. It's all about private flights, training, and good old-fashioned recreation. Okay, let's shift gears. Big time. We're moving into a world where performance and purpose are everything. We're talking about military aircraft. These planes have some of the most serious jobs you can imagine. Their missions are all about defense, reconnaissance, which is just a fancy word for gathering intel, and of course, combat. These are the most technologically advanced, high-performance machines out there, built to be faster, stealthier, and more capable than anything else in the sky. And last up, we have an aircraft that kind of breaks all the rules. It doesn't need a runway, it can stop on a dime and just hover in midair. I'm talking, of course, about the incredibly versatile helicopter. Because of those unique abilities, helicopters are absolute heroes. They're the ones doing search and rescue missions, pulling people to safety. They're the air ambulances rushing patients to hospitals. And they're the only way to get people and supplies into super remote areas. They go where nothing else can. Okay, you've been listening, you've been learning. Now let's have a little fun with it. Pop quiz time. I'm going to throw out a situation, and you tell me what kind of aircraft is going to get the job done. You ready for this? First one, a team of doctors has to get to a remote mountain village, like right now, for an emergency. What are they calling? A helicopter, of course. That's the only aircraft that can just drop in and land on a tiny spot like that. Perfect. All right, next scenario. A company has to ship, let's say, 50 tons of brand new smartphones from a factory in Asia to stores all over Europe. What are they going to use? You got it. That is a job for a big ol' cargo aircraft. No doubt about it. Okay, last one. Easy peasy. A family is flying from New York to LA for vacation. What plane are they on? A commercial airliner. You nailed it. See? You're an expert already. Awesome job on the quiz. Now, let's bring this all in for a landing with a quick summary. So here's the whole shebang, all laid out. You've got your commercial airliners for moving people, cargo planes for moving stuff, general aviation for personal flying and training, military jets for defense, and helicopters for rescue and getting into tricky spots. Each one has a totally unique and super important job. And really, that's the key thing to remember here. Every single aircraft flying over your head is up there for a reason. It has a specific, important job to do. So the next time you look up, you're not just going to see a plane. You're going to see a mission. You'll see a story in motion. But, this whole thing gets you thinking, right? Technology is moving so fast. We've got delivery drones. We're talking about electric passenger planes. So what's next? What's going to be the next major type of aircraft? What new mission will we need to invent a plane for? Something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining me on this flight.